Listen close, Centurion. We've got a serious problem, and you're already involved. The orders of Tyria have come to me about one of your soldiers, Howl the Brazen.
Howl's dead, sir. He died fighting Duke Baradin. I've seen his grave.
Yes, and before he died, Howl apparently bought a dangerous magical amulet from the necromancer Rissa. Where that amulet goes, the undead follow. Rissa has been distributing them all over the region. The Orders want to examine Howl's amulet to see what they're up against. The High Legions want to forge a working relationship with the Orders, so you're going to join their investigation. Reps from the Vigil, Dumarnd Priory, and the Order of Whispers will meet you at Howl's grave. Confer with all three, but focus on the one most likely to get results. You got it?
Yes, sir. Howl was one of mine. I'll do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this.
It's not just about a necromancer. It's also about dragons and the undead.
So you still think this necromancer Rissa was an agent of the Elder Dragons?
A Titan, yes. Don't ask how I know. It's the Order of Whispers' business to know things.
The Priory concurs. We don't know much about Rissa, but we do know she was corrupted.
Then finding and killing her is our priority, not digging around in graveyards.
That's why Brimstone sent us the Centurion. Our orders never agree on anything.
Welcome, Centurion. Glad to have you with us. I am Yahala Scribepaw of the Dumarnd Priory. My colleagues are...
I don't need you to speak for me. I'm Gon Towerbreaker of the Vigil. Glad to have another military mind on this mission.
I am Kurikon, concerned blacksmith from the Order of Whispers. We specialize in covert activity, information, infiltration, and assassination. I'm sure Tribune Brimstone briefed you, but to review, all three orders are dedicated to stopping the Elder Dragons. Your late bandmate may be connected.
I understand the mission parameters. Hal's grave is right there. What are we waiting for? See? That's how a military mind works. Identify the problem, attack it head on. None of this sneaking around, talking things to death.
We were waiting for you, Centurion. There's a complication between us and the objective. Namely, a throng of undead grubs.
And since this used to be a bandmate of yours, we thought it prudent to wait before we dug him up. Now that you're here, though, let's start squashing.
That's right. Run!
No amulet here. There isn't even a body. Either someone dug up your friend or he dug himself out. If Gon here wasn't so humorless, I might say, this is a dead end.
Go hammer your anvil, blacksmith. The adults are talking. Look, our objective hasn't changed. We still need to secure one of those amulets.
I'm afraid I must leave that to you two. Without the amulet in hand, I need to confer with my colleagues before the Priory can commit to a course of action.
We have the Necromancer's records. We know the location of at least 2 more of Rissa's trinkets. I say we start in Drugar's homestead. Me and my fellow blacksmiths do a lot of business there. We have valuable contacts at the location that we can't afford to lose.
Scorch what your associates can afford. The people of Snowdrift's Haven have already been attacked, and they need our protection now.
You can't save everyone, Crusader. And since our new friend here can't be in 2 places at once, who are you going to protect, Centurion? Fight what cannot be fought.
Continue to live in fear, in open defiance of a greater being. But I ask you this, why fear that which can make you stronger? Why not embrace the ultimate spirit? Transcend your existence and forge your legend with Jormag. It's the only way.
It's worse than I thought. The Haven's already crawling with undead creatures. We need to clean them out.
Agreed. But what about the amulet?
It's easier to search a dead body that isn't moving. Let's go. This one. Step right up. This one, kill.
This amulet of Rissa's was able to summon more than just undead grubs. I don't like this. Hal's grave was empty. He could be out there right now, leading an undead attack on some other haven.
Maybe, but right now, our top priority is to get this amulet back to the Citadel. The sooner we understand how it works, the better.
Agreed. With all three orders pitching in to study the amulet, we can figure out how to destroy it, or at least deactivate it.
Studying is for scholars and spies. They can do whatever they like with Rissa's amulet after we secure it someplace where it won't cause any more trouble.
I've got deals you won't believe.
Never get emotional in a fight. It keeps you smarter than any wild animal you'll face. Never get emotional in a
The Dumarnd
fight.
Priory is
It
looking
keeps
forward
you
to working with the
smarter
Citadel
than
on this
any
trip.
wild animal you'll face.
As ways to die. Whispers.
I like that
The
joke.
dragons want us to cover them individually. That's why we should do it.
Glad to have you both aboard. We're going to need reliable information from here on. Not to sell the Vigil short. They're firepower is always an asset.
No need to flatter me, Tribune. I know research isn't the Vigil's strong suit. As long as what we're doing eventually leads to the dragons, we don't mind taking a back seat. Temporarily.
Who's the tug?
Reporting in, Tribune. We have one of the Necromancer's amulets. Now we just need to figure out how to deal with it.
Top Priory researchers are standing by to determine how the amulet works, and more importantly, how to neutralize it.
My sources say the Inquest has already completed their research on one of these amulets. Why waste time repeating their efforts when we could just acquire their results?
I don't trust the Inquest methodology. This is too important not to handle ourselves the right way.
You scholars and spies know more about the right way to collect data. The Vigil will be standing by when there's action to be taken.
It's your call, Centurion. Do you want to assist the Order of Whispers retrieval mission, or the Priory research effort?
Know what cannot be known.
But it has only made me want more.
Our best people are working on the amulet. With your help, we'll get results even sooner.
The past should inspire the future.
If these scholars are so smart, how come they don't shout my name and throw money when I arrive?
Study the past to survive the future.
Scholar Vivian, I'd like you to meet the Centurion who helped collect the Necromancer's amulet. I trust your team's analysis is going well?
We're making good progress, especially since we split the amulet up among 3 of our best researchers.
You were able to break the amulet apart? That sounds more like success than progress.
Each fragment remains functional, though. That tells us Rissa probably struck her amulets from the same original source. We're very close to a breakthrough. Check in with each of my team members and you'll see. You might even be able to speed things along.
Knowledge is the greatest treasure.
Rely on your knowledge. Red. I love that color. Excellent choice. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, dear. Quickly, get the water wheel before we lose everything. Knowledge is the greatest treasure. Oh, that was exciting. Excuse me while I lay here for a bit. Would you inform Vivian of our results?
Knowledge is the greatest treasure.
That was unexpected. Better destroy them. If they break anything, Vivian will have my head.
Last.
Thank you, Charr.
Can't
I'll let
believe you
Vivian
ate
know
that.
my
Good
results.
thing I have another. Clunkers? Clunkers!
Help! Clunkers is trying to eat my face! Kill him! Kill him now!
Knowledge defeats darkness. Fool chicken!
We've learned a lot about the crystal powering Rissa's amulets. It seems to be Orion Dragon corruption made solid. It resonates with death energy. It kills and reanimates the wearer, and then makes them into a focal point for other undead. Mr. Cluckers proved that the crystal fragments remain connected and are drawn to each other. If we can find the original source of this crystal, Fiona's reagents can nullify it, and we should be able to shut them all down.
Excellent work, especially in the face of an army of shades and an undead chicken. Now, how do we find the original crystal to nullify it?
I believe we can cobble together a locator device synced to the crystal's energy that would lead right back to the original.
Do it. We need to find the source, and I need to find my dead warbandmate. Thank you, Scholar. Yahala, let's report back to the Citadel.
Knowledge is the greatest treasure.
Study the past to survive the future. like hunting deer.
Never get emotional in a fight. It keeps you smarter. My Ferocity.
It's never
The
a
German
day
Priory
until
are
I
working
kill
with the Citadel
someone,
on
I'll
this
drink
Tribune.
to them tonight.
as is the Order of Whispers. The dragons want us to come at them individually. That's why we shouldn't do it.
Glad to have you both aboard. We're going to need reliable information from here on. Not to sell the Vigil short. Their firepower is always an asset.
No need to flatter me, Tribune. I know research isn't the Vigil's strong suit. As long as what we're doing eventually leads to the dragons, we don't mind taking a back seat. Temporarily.
You have questions?
Yes? Eager to hear your report, Centurion. We're seeing an increase in undead attacks all over the region. Safe to say Rissa's amulets are responsible?
We've learned that they're connected to the Orient Dragon. They turn their owners into undead, and draw other undead to them. The Vigil has one of the amulets stashed in our HQ. Are you saying that my people are in danger?
You militant types ought to be used to that by now. With so many innocents at stake, the Vigil can defend itself. The Priory is working on a way to detect the amulets. We'll use our device to stop the next outbreak before it starts.
And if the Vigil falls, who will defend all those innocents it already protects?
And while you're working that out, I'll withdraw to confer with my superiors. You have a tough choice ahead of you, Centurion. What's it going to be?
That was the campaign where I got my favorite scar. Oh, I was a loose cannon in those days.
What do you have for me?
I thought about joining the Vigil once. Decided I was too much soldier for them to handle.
The worst part is the waiting before the attack. You scared yet, rookie?
Should I be? I'm more anxious than scared. This situation's very new to me.
Ha! No, there's nothing to be scared of, Rosebud. Not with me watching your back.
I think you meant that to sound reassuring. Why am I not reassured?
Some must fight so that all may be free.
May Balthazar strengthen you.
So, you've never fought in a real battle alongside one of us. You're in for a treat.
I haven't fought beside Charr, but I did step on a cat's tail once. Is that what it's like?
Funny. No, I'm literally poetry in motion. If poetry could stand with a sword.
By the spirits. If the undead don't attack soon, your tail is so stepped on.
Eternal vigilance.
This place looks ready for war, Gon. I'm impressed.
After all this preparation and building up of our defenses, I'll be disappointed if we're not attacked. The plan is simple. The ramp you just came up is the only way in. We've set up barricades to slow down and thin out attackers. You can also use those cannons to welcome our undead visitors. If they get through all that, we fall back to the keep. That means you too, Centurion. Our house, our rules. We want live soldiers, not dead heroes. If the Vigil falls back, you fall back. Clear.
Clear. Is there anything I should do in the mean?
To the front! We'll hold them there as long as we can. Artillery support! Get on the cannon! preliminaries are over. Here come the abominations! Scorch me! What were those things?
Zaitan. And we're gonna keep seeing more. More undead that are more dangerous than usual. More often.
They weren't playing around, were they? Is it just me, or are these amulets getting stronger?
It's definitely getting worse. And if an amulet isn't even safe inside a Vigil fortress, it's time to rethink our approach. Let's get back to Ritlock and the other orders. We need to stop these outbreaks before the landscape is hip-deep in undead.
Agreed. I need to deal with our casualties here, and then I'll meet you back at the Black Citadel.
Scalded, my old fellow. Nearly all gone.
Know what cannot be known. The orders disagree on how to proceed, so I have a plan. You choose which one will help. In return, I've arranged for you to permanently join that order. You'll still be a Centurion of the High Legions, but you'll also be a link between us and your chosen order. Your warband will continue doing Citadel business while you're gone.
I understand. Hal's involvement made this personal, but the Orient Dragon is a global threat. We need strong, reliable allies against it.
Okay, people. Time to decide. We have the means to find the Necromancer's Dragon Crystal, and to destroy it.
All thanks to the Priory. We know what we're doing, so now let us destroy the crystal without interference. We work better that way.
There's no way I'm leaving a vital search and destroy mission to a bunch of academics. Wait for Vigil support before you make a move.
Either way, the Order of Whispers will do what we always do. Let you draw their attention, then strike from the shadows.
It's your call, Centurion. But remember that you're not just helping out. You're joining the order you choose.
I overheard. You're leaving us to join one of the orders?
I'm accepting a special assignment from the Tribune, and the warband will need a leader while I'm gone. That's you, Legionnaire.
Now you're talking. It's about time old Mav got his due. But what about the others? They don't know me well enough to love me like they ought to.
I need someone I can trust, someone effective. You've got some rough edges, but there's nobody else I'd want calling the shots. If anyone objects, send them to me, or just crack their heads until they think different. You're in charge now. Act like it. I know you can handle this.
Thanks, boss. You can count on me. Good luck in Lion's Arch. We'll be waiting when you get back. The Vigil is the right choice, soldier. You'll be a strong asset to us. Your skills will make a real difference in the world.
The Vigil understands what this is. War. The dragon threat needs to be confronted head-on, starting with Necromancer Rissa. By now, Hal is most likely one of her mindless minions. He deserves to rest in peace, and she deserves to die. What's our next move?
Direct assault with overwhelming force. The Priory can destroy the crystal, but we will clear the way for them to do so. If they falter, or their magic potion fails, we'll bash it until it shatters. Meet me at Lichcroft Mere, and we'll put an end to this.
You want something?
Those adamants have no sense of humor. All I wanted to do was test their readiness.
It keeps you smarter than anyone.
Use the target.
Always happy. The Vigil is a good choice. Everyone notices you when you're standing on a mountain of corpses. All right, you mongrels, listen up and listen good. The Priory team went in without us. They'll never complete this mission without us. We need to find them and make sure their potion reaches the Necromancer's crystal.
I'm glad you're here. The Priory jumped the gun and went in without Vigil support. Gon has more details.
The Priory team took the detector and the crystal-dissolving potion. Our objective is to find them. Ready for your first mission, recruit?
More than ready.
All we're doing is making sure the potion reaches the crystal. They should have given it to us in the first place. Never send a pencil pusher to do a soldier's job.
I'm ready to move when you are, and I'm not leaving until Hal, Rissa, and the Dragon Crystal have all been dealt with.
Listen up. Those Priory eggheads jumped the gun, but we can't let them foul up this mission. Spread out and search for the Priory team, and watch each other's backs. Now, into the swamp! I can't give you orders, Tribune, but this is still a Vigil operation.
I'm just here to observe and support. I want to see this through as much as you and the Centurion.
It begins!
Hal, can you hear me? Do you understand? Give me a sign that you're still you, or I'll have to... Look, just say something.
Undead.
hunger. It hungers. We hunger.
He's gone, Centurion. The corruption's got him. That's not the soldier you knew.
Yeah, and this thing insults his memory. Hal was a good soldier, and my comrade. I'm not leaving him like this.
Legion! Buddy, you're a disgrace. Sorry, but we gotta put you down. You're making us all look bad. Down your eyes!
Fight what cannot be fought.
Here! Over here!
No escape!
Ah, my furry friends, you've come far and accomplished much, only to die and be reborn as my undead slaves.
You owe me, Necromancer. For Hal the Brazen, and everyone else your amulets defiled. I'm gonna paint this swamp red with your blood.
I doubt it. The dragon crystal has so much power. Besides, I've already imbued the mire with enough toxic magic to kill you where you stand.
She's right, Centurion. We need to deal with her quickly. If the Priory potion is still in that cave, we can still end this.
Quickly is just what I had in mind, Tribune. Come on, let's see if the Necromancer can resurrect herself.
For the Legion!
Your new orders are to drop dead and commence rotting. This looks like the Priory team. Search their bodies. We need to recover that potion.
Congratulations, recruit. Your comrade can rest in peace now. And we stopped the undead from flooding this whole region.
There's a lot more coming. The Orient Dragon also makes undead, and it won't stop at a single region. It'll take over the entire world.
Then we take the offensive. The dragon is our new target, just like the crystal was. We kill it, we cut off the flow of Orient undead at its source.
Agreed. But we don't have the ordnance or personnel to take on the dragon directly. Not yet.
Don't tell me about dragons, soldier. Ever heard of Destiny's Edge? I was a member. We nearly took down an elder dragon all on our own.
Then show us how. We need to work together if we're going to defeat it.
You're right. The Charr can't do this alone. Fortunately, I heard from one of my old guildmates. She wants to meet in Lion's Arch about that very thing.
Lion's Arch is also your next stop, recruit. There's a Vigil contact waiting with your first official mission. Glad to have served beside you. Good luck.
I'll keep an eye out for you in the city. If we're lucky, we'll get another chance to fight together. Do the Legion's proud, soldier. dismissed.
God's not a bad guy to follow into battle. He knows how to spread the glory around.